It is pouring the snow. Hello everybody. So I actually was not planning on filming this video today. I had many other plans for today and like really nothing's gone right. Also, I only have one fingernail painted because I painted them this morning. They looked hideous. They were terrible. Painted them a purple color. Didn't like that either. Took it off. And then I was like, maybe I want this color, but I still don't know if I want this color or not. I feel like it's kind of a vibe, but kind of not a vibe. So paint them onto my fingernails. Anyways, so while I was getting ready, because I knew that I was going to film some videos today, I watched Son of Loot, who is, if you don't watch her, she's here on YouTube, and she also has a large Instagram following and all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, she did a video on like New Year's, not necessarily resolutions, but more so like reflections. And I was like, I really like that, and I feel like that's a good video. Like, it's just a good video idea. So I'm here very casual today. I'm not actually drinking coffee because I'm going to drink coffee a little bit later, and I didn't want to make it because I'm going to be filming a bunch, so I was like, I won't have time to drink it. But I'm definitely going to be using my cup for the thumbnail, obviously. But anyways, so in her video, she was talking about how she follows Jay Shetty, who is like a mindfulness lifestyle coach, that sort of vibe, and he used to be a monk, and he's like wrote books and stuff. Everybody knows Jay Shetty. Anyway, she was listening to his podcast, and he had a list of questions to reflect over the past year, and I was like, that's just such a good idea to have like a coffee chats, like you can get ready, you can just listen, sort of vibe video, to reflect on the past year. It's not going to be too long. Hopefully, I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes, and just reflect on the past year, and then things that I want to do in the upcoming year as far as my life goes, as far as Fun Beauty goes, all the good things. So I will read the questions. I wrote mine down in my devotional. So, well, this isn't my actual devotional, but this is the notebook I use for my devotional, and it's my favorite notebook. I've actually written an entire one of these, so I picked up another one from Target. But I like it because it's got the space up here to write or draw or whatever, and then the area down here, and it also has a place for the date, which I think is really nice. And it's also just cute. It's got little strawberries all over it. It's from West Emory. I got it at Target. I can link it down below for you guys. I think it's like literally $5. But anyways, this is my favorite notebook. So the first question, and I wrote down my answers already, but I was like, this will be good to talk about in the video. So the first question is, what made you the most happy in 2021, and how will you continue to do these things? So I thought a lot about this, and I was like, 2021 was really a good year for me. Like, I just enjoyed 2021. I felt like the whole year I worked really, really hard, but it was all worth it. Like, it was all hard work that was very much so worth it. And also, it was just a year of growth. It was a year of growth for me, for my business, for my YouTube, my TikTok, for everything. Like, everything just grew in 2021. And I feel like I personally grew up a lot because at the beginning of 2021, oh, I need to turn my volume off. At the beginning of 2021, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I don't know how I'm going to make Fun Beauty work. I don't know how I'm going to do YouTube. Nobody's watching my videos. I don't know how I'm going to do literally anything in my life. So it was a very big year of me putting in the work and seeing the benefits of it, and me being really faithful in what I wanted God to do in my life and what I thought God was going to do in my life. Even when everything around me was like definitely not going right. Like, I mean, literally nothing was going right. So, I said running my business was one of the biggest things that made me happiest. And how will I continue to do these things is I will grow my businesses. I'm venturing into other products in 2022, which is really exciting and such a big blessing, that I'm able to do that. So I'm venturing into other products. I'm venturing into other businesses. I'm starting 2 other businesses, alongside doing YouTube, doing TikTok, running Fun Beauty. There are 2 other businesses that are coming. So that's 5 businesses, which you might be like, well, running TikTok and running YouTube is not a business. But it most certainly is. I mean, like, it really is. It's a full-time thing. So, but I really enjoy it, and I feel like working is my passion. Like, I really love to work, and I love to see the benefits of my work, and I like to see how far I can go and how far I can push myself in a healthy way. So I'm going to obviously keep doing those things, but I just saw so much joy in that. So much joy having a community through YouTube, seeing your all's messages, your all's DMs, seeing your all's comments on my videos, whatever it is. Like, it's just brought me so much joy, and I feel like I'm doing exactly, I just have this inner peace that I just know I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing for right now. So question number 2 was, what made you unhappy, and how did you get there? I reflected on this for a few minutes and I was like, what did make me unhappy? Like, what was just not necessarily like a tipping point or something like that, but one of the biggest things that made me unhappy or that put a lot of stress on my life was a business failures. So, and they're not even constituted necessarily as failures, but it's just like when my business took off, whenever Tati and Allie Glines and a lot of the bigger influencers posted about Fawn Beauty, it really took off very fast. And then whenever I started growing on YouTube and I started growing on TikTok, it continued to grow faster and faster because, you know, people see you, they like your personality or your channel or whatever it is, and they want to support you, which is amazing and great. But I had no idea that it was going to take off at the rate that it did. I had no idea it was going to have the impact that it did. And so I wasn't prepared as far as, anyways, child. I wasn't prepared as far as I didn't have enough supplies. I still am looking for a full-time or slash like part-time, full-time-ish employee. I was working with a manufacturer who took advantage of me, obviously. But like the thing is that I was reflecting on this too is that none of these things I could have changed. Like I couldn't have done anything about these because I didn't know they were coming. So that's another thing. I'll get into that in a second. But it was just the things that made me the saddest were the things that I couldn't control and the things that caused me, you know, stress and just everyday life anxiety were the business problems that I had. That was just me not being prepared for the magnitude of the orders I was getting. I was not in the slightest prepared for the business to grow as fast as it did, which is again such a blessing, but it really got on like my nerves and it just made me in a bad mood because I was like, I'm trying so hard and you know, like nothing's happening. I can't help. Like right now I'm out of 2,000 applicator wands. I have orders sitting on back order and I have orders that I can't fulfill because everything's ready to go except I can't put the wands in the tubes because I don't have any because my manufacturer shorted me, and that's not something that I can change. It's not something that I can help. It's just something that I have to learn with and deal with and go on, not only as a person but as a business owner. You have to deal with this kind of stuff, and it's just like, what can you do, you know? So some other things that got me down was constantly feeling like I need to be doing more. I have this thing, which is kind of toxic, to be honest with you, where I just, I feel like no matter what I'm doing, like even right now while I'm filming this video, I'm like, I need to film all these other videos. I need to send all these emails. I need to follow up with these people. I need to write that brand back about the sponsorship. Like, it's just like I have the inner peace of like my life. But as far as the external things go of like things I need to get done, I feel like I'm never at peace with that because I just have so much to do and so much on my plate at all times and so many people that I need to please. And so that's really hard to balance, and I want to be able to work on that in the next year. So what is the biggest lesson you learned? So by far the biggest lesson I learned is that it's hard to sum it up in just a few sentences, but that God has no limits and I can do hard things. And those are just the facts. It's just, you know, I prayed at the beginning of the year, and people have talked to me and they've said, you know, we would love to hear a story time or a video on your relationship with God or like your religion or whatever. But I feel like more so that Christianity is not necessarily like it is a religion, but I don't view it as a religion. I don't view it as like, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z to get into heaven, or I have to do X, Y, and Z so God loves me. It's not like that at all in the slightest. It's more so about a relationship with God. And yeah, but anyways, just the things that I've prayed for. And in the very beginning when I wasn't making any money, I'm talking guys like $20 a week. And I want to be open and transparent with you because I think that's important. But like $20 a week, and I remember sitting on the couch and telling my dad, I don't know why. You know, I was 22 years old and I was like, I don't know why, and there's no reason that I should have this inner peace. But God has just given me this inner peace that I know for a fact that even though right now it looks like nothing positive is going on, that it looks like I'm not going to make any money, I'm never going to move out of your house, like I just know that it's going to be okay. And then a few short months later, and it was like, you're definitely going to be all right. Like, you're going to be all right. And it's just the favor that's been on my business since I started it is unheard of. It's insane. They told me that for probably 3 years, and I had accountants tell me this and everything. They said probably for the first 3 years you won't have a profit, and we definitely had a profit. And it was crazy. Like, it was the year was just insane, and it was such a huge blessing. But anyways, that was the biggest lesson I learned, that don't put limits on God because he can do far more than you ask, think, or imagine. And I can do really hard things. I can do things I never thought I could do because I put my mind to it and I get to work. Question number 4, what is something you wish you did more of? So this is not like a super long answer like the other ones, but something I just wish I did more of was like doing things with friends, like just saying yes and being like, oh yeah, let's go eat. Oh yeah, let's do X, Y, and Z. Let's go to shop this day. Let's go whatever. Like whenever me and Caitlin went to Chicago, that was one of the most spontaneous, most random possible things I could have ever done. And it was such a fun time. Like it was just such a good time. It was so fun for us to go. It was so fun for us to see the stuff we saw. It was just an amazing time. And it's all because we were spontaneous and we were like, hey, let's just go. And I think that's the joy in life is found in so many things like that, and just saying yes and being open-minded, getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your everyday routine, and just saying, hey, let's like do something different. Let's change it up, you know? So that's one of my goals. And then my other goal is, or whatever, the question's what something you wish you did more of. Something else I wish I did more of was allowing myself to just like rest and be in the moment and be proud of myself and just sit back and be like, oh, Katie, you've done a really good job. You know, like you should be proud of this. You should chill out, because I really struggle to do that. So number 5 is, what is something you wish you did less of, or any bad habits? So I have a really bad habit of working all the time, and I really do. Like Caleb will be like, you're on your phone and it's literally 11 o'clock at night and you're emailing businesses and you're emailing customers back. And so I had to set customer service hours, and I had to stick to my customer service hours. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I try really hard to. But it's just like I want to make people happy and I want to make the customers happy, and if there's an issue, I want to solve it. So but that's something that even for my own self, like businesses have like customer service hours, you know what I mean? You're not going to call Nike or Chanel or whoever in the middle of the night and be like, why aren't you answering the phone? Like they have customer service hours, and so does Fawn Beauty, and I need to like stick with that and be like, Katie, you're allowed to sleep. You're allowed to go to bed, you know? So also being on my phone and getting carried away doing something. So I'll get on my phone to respond to somebody, or I'll get on my phone to post an Instagram story or whatever it is. And then I get carried away and I'm like, what did I even get on my phone for? So I guess like time management with certain tasks is going to be key. My hair's sticking out. It's going to be key for me this year. Also thinking on situations I can't change. I really need to work on that. I feel like we all need to work on that, but especially me. It's just like, if you can't change it, let it go, you know, like just let it go. You'll be all right. Okay, number 6, what do you want to learn? So I said I wanted to learn more business and leadership skills and how to be at peace, be mindfully there, and turn off the world. So as far as business goes, I guess I just want to learn more things, and I think that's inevitable. Like it just comes with running a business. You're going to learn more business things. You're going to learn more leadership qualities and more leadership skills as you are one, and as you're thrown into it. But as far as what else I want to learn is just like to be at peace, like to just sit on the couch and not be like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do this. And not have like this constant ring of anxiety around my head saying, you need to do this and you need to do that. And this needs to be done before, you know, X, Y, and Z. It's just to be able to sit there and be like, okay, yeah, I've done my task for the day. Just break it up. Not be like you have to do everything at once. Just say you need to do these things, but you have a week to do them, or you have a month to do them, or whatever. Because I feel like I get really overwhelmed. And so right now I'm waiting on my tubes and my tubes too. I'm waiting on my stuff to come in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. You know, whenever it gets here, I'm going to be so busy. But it's like, why can't I just enjoy it? Like I don't have that much to do for Fawn Beauty right now. Just customer service emails. It's not that big of a deal. When it gets here, I'll time block it. I'll work for maybe 10, 12 hours a day and get what I can get done and get people's glosses to them when I can get their glosses to them. But I'm a human, and like I do need sleep and I do need to function. So time blocking is important to me. Oh, we're doing good on time. So this is the last question. So your favorite way to refuel. So I said mine is going to be quiet time. So I really thrive well off being alone and being by myself and having that time to just reflect and think, whether that's taking a bath or whether it's literally just being in my room alone and not talking to anybody, because I'm not necessarily like an introverted person, but at the same time I do thrive. Like I do my best and I'm the best version of myself when I've spent a good amount of alone time and I've just been with myself with no interruptions. And I like to work by myself too. I think that that's just how I am. But taking walks, and a lot of the time I'll walk in our driveway. Is it still? Yeah, it's still snowing. I'll take walks in our driveway, and it is a glorious time for me because I'm like, oh, I just love this. Like I love being alone. I love walking and praying and just having a conversation with Jesus outside, you know, just like walking in my driveway. I don't have anything on my mind, just praying and being happy. But yeah, that is my goal, to refuel. It just be alone, find peace, do things for myself. That's all I got for that one. I know this is a very different type of video for me, especially like it's just random, you know, but as soon as I saw Son of Luke's video, which I can have linked down below, and just listen to her talk and was just thinking about these things myself, I was like, that's a really good idea to do for my channel, to like just have a reflection. You guys have a reflection for yourself. Maybe write these questions down and I can have them linked in the description box as well. But it was just an interesting little time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it being like a different thing from my videos. It's not very beauty and lifestyle, or not very beauty, but it's more so lifestyle. So I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any answers that you want to leave them down below, or if you struggle with some of the same things I struggle with, also leave that. But yeah, before you do, or before you leave, make sure that you like and subscribe, because it really helps and supports my channel. And my goal for this year is to get to 200,000 subscribers, which I feel like we can do. Because over the past week, I've grown like 4,000 subscribers, and it's Friday. But nevertheless, that's almost 1,000 subscribers a day. So, yeah, that's it. My devotional, which I know this is super random and like at the end of the video, but my devotional that I do every morning definitely has a big impact on the beginning of my day and the end of my day, and just how I function and how I think. All throughout the day. So if you guys are interested in that, I will have it linked down below for you all, and I'll have the questions down there so you can do your little thought process just like I did. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and thank you so much for watching.